All right, people, I got another new movie review today for you, and that is Karate Kid Legends. Got done watching Karate Kid Legends, which was released on digital this week. And I've seen all the Karate Kid movies. I've seen the first season of Cobra Kai, but watching this movie made me want to go back and watch Cobra Kai and finish that. I know a lot of people are saying great things about that show. I know it was a controversial thing that happened recently with a certain actor and actress, but I do want to go back and watch those shows because I've seen all the Karate Kid movies. And I gotta tell you guys, I kind of enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this one. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed this one. And let's talk about why I enjoyed this film. So these two characters right here drew me into this, mostly Jackie Chan, because I've been a Jackie Chan fan for years. Loved his movies back in the day. And I said, I want to see Jackie Chan in a good movie again. I haven't seen him in a good movie in a long time. I know the man's older now. I know he can't do the same stuff he did back in the day, but it was just a breath of fresh air to see him in a good movie. And I really like to see his character back again. So this is Mr. Han. This is Mr. Han, we've seen before, guys, in the Karate Kid movie in 2010, which starred Will Smith's son, Jaden Smith, as Dre Parker. And I kind of wonder, always thought that was a remake, but apparently made it into the original Karate Kid universe. So, and there's no mention, which it's kind of disappointing because I was hoping they at least reference Dre. We don't know what happened to Dre in this movie whatsoever. It was like that movie didn't even exist, so it's kind of upsetting they didn't really add or reference Dre. At least a cameo would have been cool to see. Also, we got the return of Daniel LaRusso, who's also in the Cobra Kai series, but I need to go back and watch myself. It was great to see him back in his original Karate Kid, teaming up with Mr. Han. So it was pretty cool. They had good chemistry, and it was great to see them two, helping out this new kid. So this is a new kid right here, guys. Lee Fong, played by Ben Wang. I don't know nothing about this actor. I'm quite sure he's a newcomer in the acting business. So I don't know nothing about this actor, but he was fine. I mean, it's a typical storyline with the kid. He moves into a different city and encounters bullies and this school that's evil. So he's like we saw in the original Karate Kid movie. So nothing special there. He was just fine. And we still got the beautiful Ming Na Wen, she still looks good for her age. I'm not gonna lie, she's older, but she looks good. And I haven't seen her in anything in a while, except for, of course, we saw her Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So it's pretty good to see her as the mother of the new Karate Kid in this movie. So I enjoyed her character as well. Typical, she don't want something tragic happening in the background in the past, and she don't want her, son fighting again. So it's kind of like the whole thing with the lady did with the wife in Rocky, and we've seen a lot of movies like these, but they don't approve of what their loved ones are doing. So basically that's what her character is, but she was pretty good in the film. And we got these other two characters introduced in the film as well. We got Joshua Jackson, whole thing with his father and daughter. They open up this business, and of course they meet the new Karate Kid, and of course the girl right here, Mia, played by Sadie Stanley, which I don't know nothing about this actress. And of course this is another person that's new. Know nothing about the actress, but she ends up being like befriends the Karate Kid and also a love interest. So they were fine. They were good in the movie as well. And of course, in these movies, like you've seen the other ones, movies like this as well, we got a typical bully whose name is Connor right here, who starts terrorizing the new kid, of course. And then we got the head of the school right here, who's just an evil douchebag. So I don't know how guys like this open up a dojo. It just truly amazes me because they never have good intentions. They teach their students to do bad things. They're evil. So it's kind of amazes me how the people like this in these movies end up, without getting arrested. They should be arrested. It's just always funny to me that these people open up a school and nobody can do nothing about it. But they were fine. It was just typical characters we saw in the other movies and movies are like this. But some guys, I still wish they could have did a sequel to The Karate Kid. Like I said, I like that movie a lot. Haven't watched it in a while, but I wish they could have at least, mentioned this character. I think this sequel would have been cool, and they could have added Daniel LaRusso back in the day. But, they probably weren't thinking about that back then because originally this, I think, was supposed to be a reboot. But they did add, Mr. Han, part of the, the original Karate Kid universe. So it would have been cool to see this back in the day. But this was a fine sequel, though. So my final thoughts, guys, I would say if you like Karate Kid, the original movies. And I know if you're a fan of the Cobra Kai, which, like I said, I need to go back and revisit myself. I got to finish that series up. I think you'll definitely enjoy this one. I did really enjoy the martial arts fighting sequences. I thought those were done very well. I had a lot of fun with those. So I would say that's another plus about this film. But it was just great to see Jackie Chan back in this, and we got to see Ralph Macchio's character back, Daniel LaRusso back in this as well. So great to see he's got these characters back together. They were never together. I meant to say they're great to see them together in this movie, helping out the new kid, and that's definitely a plus for me. So I would definitely watch this again. I would definitely purchase this on 4K physical media, and I'll watch this movie again. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Like I said, I had fun with it. I think it's a movie that could have been it could have been released on streaming instead of in the theater. Not in a bad way, guys. So don't think I'm saying it in a bad way. But I think it would have been more necessary to release this on streaming instead of putting this in the theater. So I had fun with this. I thought it was entertaining. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. So Karate Kid fans, I would say check it out.